Hi, and welcome to A Little Piece of Promised Land. Has your garlic suddenly sprouted spots? Well, you may have rust, and I'm going to tell you how to do it. I don't think I'm alone in saying that it's been pretty rainy lately. And the problem with all of that rain is that once the temperature starts to climb, it creates the perfect environment for the rust-causing fungus, Yersinia alii. This fungus spreads by the wind during wet, humid conditions. It starts with older leaves and then moves to the younger leaves as it progresses. It can strike any member of the allium family. That's garlic, leeks, onions, chives. The best way to handle garlic rust is to prevent it. There's 3 good ways to do that. Number 1, don't plant alliums next to each other. If one gets sick, they can easily spread to other alliums close by. Number 2, give your plants plenty of space. With the wind carrying this disease, you want to make sure that you have some time to catch it before it's too late. And number 3, rotate your plants. From year to year, don't plant alliums in the same space that you planted alliums the year before. Okay, but now you have rust. So what do you do about it? There's a couple of organic treatments that you can try. People have found success with neem oil, putting in about 6 drops of neem oil for 1 gallon of water, and then keeping the soil with, spraying the soil with that. Another organic remedy is milk. Diluted in a 1 to 10 part solution. People have found that has helped with the fungus once they've gotten it. Stinging nettle tea. You boil down parts of the plant, and that liquid has been seen as effective against the rust fungus. So if that doesn't work, and you still wind up having a patch of garlic completely covered in rust spots, what do you do? Now, if it's early in your garlic's life cycle and it hasn't bulbed out yet, I'm sorry to tell you, you might be out of luck. Plants that are infected in the early part of their life cycle can sometimes not bulb out or have stunted growth. So that's why it's a little hard to recover from them getting rust early on in the life cycle. But for us, this time it's hit at the very end of our life cycle. So we're about 2 or 3 weeks away from harvesting our garlic. So we should be able to treat it and then hopefully ride it out. Before you get to work, there are a few precautions that you need to know. Number 1, wear gloves. This fungus is very, very contagious. So you want to make sure to minimize its ability to spread during your treating it. The leaves that we're going to cut off go directly into the garbage, not the compost, not on the side of the road, nothing. It needs to be covered in a bag, plastic bag, garbage bag, whatever, but to contain the spores. Number 3, the shears that you use to cut off these infected leaves needs to be used for nothing else until you've disinfected it. Number 4, promptly take the clothes that you are wearing during this procedure and wash them. Do not put them in their laundry bin. Do not go and do something else in the garden. They can catch spores in the fibers, and then you'll end up spreading it more throughout your garden. After you've cut off all of the infected leaves, make sure you put down a layer of fresh compost. I mean compost that's aged for a while, but fresh compost to add more nutrition and maximize nutrition for your plants. Additionally, you want to watch the moisture levels, so make sure they don't get too soggy or oversaturated so that you don't recreate the conditions that brought the rust fungus out in the first place. And third, I like to add a little compost tea when I'm watering my plants for the next 2 weeks to make sure that they get that added boost of nutrition just to push us over the edge. So I hope this tip was helpful for you, and I hope that you liked coming and visiting us here at A Little Piece of Promised Land. If you did, please let us know by pressing the like button, subscribing, and I hope to see you in the next video.